So I wanted to show you this cool little upgrade that we got. Right here we got some vegetables growing, some fruits, well some vegetables there, and then I'm gonna have some fruits. The dogs can't get in here, none of that. The turtles are back here. Look, you can see Hardy back there. Hold on. Let me try to get it. Well, she's back there. And then there's their water bowl. And then I can actually access it through right here. So I pull that down. There she is. Now you can see her. And then their water bowl. Little oasis. Their grass growing. A little hide. Vegetables. Another little tree trunk. And there's summer. I'm still gonna do a lot over here. I'm gonna put like a lot of grass. I'm gonna put a fencing of vegetables along each of the right here and on the other side, and then fence it off where they can't get it, so that way they can have access to their own vegetables and their own fruits that grow inside of the cage. Later on, I will be installing a door for this, putting one side here, the hinge here, and then of course we put Chiquita on top of them. I wanted a side where there was like no sunlight to go in there, so that way they have that. I'm thinking about putting like a big old nice rocky terrain that they gotta climb up everything up here, like a high hillside on this side and then a low hillside on this side, and then just have a whole bunch of rocks cascading up where they have to climb, get their workouts in and all that. So check it out, we got our vegetables here. We got some collard greens. Got some collard greens in there. I'm gonna try it out now that it's in a different area. I'm actually gonna board this up so that way all of the moisture and the humidity stays inside of the soil. Here we got some potatoes. We got some more collard greens, and then we got some red bell peppers. Now I'm gonna try it like this. Try some fruits over here, some fruits over there in the middle. Maybe some blackberries, some blueberries, some strawberries. And then we got Charizard over here. It's later on in the day. Of course, you know Charizard, he likes to hop in there. And this little oasis here. Got all that going on. It still looks pretty much the same, but like I said, the only difference is I moved this bad boy over here. So like, let me back up real quick. You got this entire thing all together of all the enclosures, and that's not even the biggest surprise that I wanted to show you guys. So Chiquita's, we remember that Chiquita's tank, we did some upgrades, got rid of the cracks, painted it, got the background still looking the same. Sooner or later I'm going to put some sphagnum moss on there and get it looking real nice. Got the collard greens in there, seeing if that works better, see if she likes to eat that and all that. Like I said, I'm going to board it off in the end on each side, so that way the moisture stays in there better. And then we come up here to Cuatro in there. I put also, right here, I put also the same thing. They got their collard greens and they have the tomato plant. So far, their tomato plant's doing all right. I seen that she nipped it, so I don't think that's going to last very long. I'm thinking of finding a way to make it grow into the enclosure, maybe grow the tomatoes here and make it climb up where it starts growing in there. Maybe that might work a lot better. But the dogs can't come over here and get all this. So that's a lot better, you know what I mean? And I get to get this whole area where I get to stay organized. I can come over here and then check up on, of course, Fruit Loops, our good boy. And he's been doing like really great in here. The humidity's perfect. The nighttime temperatures are great. The morning temperatures, like even when it's really cold out here, he's been really thriving. Look, there he is. He's been really thriving and doing great. So I haven't been really worried about him. I was thinking about getting another baby panther chameleon in here. maybe. Still thinking about what I'm gonna do to that enclosure. I'm gonna put a background, maybe stain the outside, varnish it, get the pallets on the outside so you can see all this, and get that ready. But then I boarded this with some old pallets just to stop this board. The board is mainly just to hold the water and the dirt, and then that is just to be able to strengthen from the outside. That's the real strength right there. The inside is just like a softener, a cushion. As you can see here, put the tarp to protect it there. And then we come out to the back. It's all closed off. Eventually, I'm gonna put one big old sheet and have a background on it. That way, visually on the other side, I could see something nice. And then on this side, it would just be, pretty much basic. But maybe like an open hinge where I can open it and access it, and then also access it from there. And then I also have the pallets running across. I'm gonna just run it all the way across. Um, I don't think about getting a door there. I think that's good enough to be able to reach inside. I can like really get in there. And then plus when I get the rocky side and all that, I'm not really too worried about it. I'd rather be on this side anyways, because eventually I'm gonna put a waterfall here for them. So that way they can have running water, some fish, and all that kind of stuff, and then maybe expand it. I'm thinking maybe I can expand it over here a little bit more and maybe put a bigger pond that can come up this way where the sun actually hits it. A pond that can connect here for them that actually comes this way. But my biggest thing, and another way that we're making ourselves known in the reptile community that I have not seen before, an actual treehouse for a chameleon. So it's gonna enclose one of these branches, so that way that branch is gonna give me a live leaves. It's gonna give me live leaves, and it's gonna be enclosed where he can't escape, but he could stay all inside of here. And so I think that's gonna be able to help out. And then I got a dead branch right here that I broke off and put right there that I'm gonna put apart those to grow that way onto it. I'm gonna make a lower section right here where it's gonna have a waterfall fogging system, and then close it right here where the humidity is gonna stay here. On the other side of it is gonna be more arid, and then probably put some more branches over there. I'm gonna try to use that and see what kind of footage I can get from something like this. But I've never seen an actual tree house for a chameleon, and I think that's what sets us apart from other keepers. Because this right here just changed the game for me. We actually wanted to try it. We finally got the chance to make it. We're still putting it together. Pretty soon, it'll be ready. Like, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think of this, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool because it's a mulberry tree, so it's safe for him. I use no pesticides, no none of that, so he's gonna be all right up there. And I'm gonna start with a cheaper chameleon just to see how he thrives there, see if it works, and then if that works out, remove him and put a nicer, more beautiful, vibrant chameleon right there, and have him just take over that, and that's going to be cool. So hopefully we start seeing other people start taking this over, but just remember who started this right here. We got that. Like I said, I've never seen it before. It's huge. It's huge. Comes across, and I'm saying that it's like a good 8 feet by 6 feet by 3 feet. And that thing's huge. And I'm gonna actually enclose this so that way my bearded dragons and all this, they won't get pooped on and all that. Under here is gonna have a plastic so that way I could just shoot water and it's all gonna shoot that way. And that way he could just poop regularly. I don't have to worry about it. Just shoot the water out to the side. On all sides, have this where it's covered where they don't get so drenched in rain and all that. But even if they did, I have that to protect them. And then enclose it. Maybe have a separate enclosure in here and have like another pond over here, and then the entrance maybe like somewhere back here, and then that way none of my reptiles can escape whenever I access them or grab at them. That way I can always let them out. Maybe this can be like their cool little jungle gym to be able to come out and explore and play, and then go back to their nice little homes. So that way I can be able to interact with them better, and maybe be able to bring my monitor out here and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But this is what we're doing right now. This is what we have. And finally building my daughter her playhouse. So that's gonna be cool. Gonna have that ready. Still no changes there. Not yet, at least. And guess what? Savannah has been coming out more. I had her right. I had the this. She was out here basking. She was hiding back there, and now she's back in her cave because it's later in the day. But man, she's been coming out a little bit more. So I'm glad that she's feeling a little bit more braver. That's great for me. I had to tear apart her cave, and I guess it was worth it. Um, got the basilisk here. I'm gonna put a waterfall eventually, so keep a close eye on this. All right, well, I wanted to keep you guys updated on everything new that we had going on here. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Laters.